can't have no words like that. Words like that.
Hello, I'm Cole Powell, singer-songwriter, YouTube reactor, and host of Words Like That, a new arts and media podcast. And we're about to check out the trailers for Napoleon and the new animated Garfield film. If you enjoyed what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Now let's get to it. Okay, I didn't realize it was an Apple production.
No doubt you've seen the chaos in the streets. We must make an example, or France will fall.
What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I promise you brilliant successes.
Everyone around here.
What is this costume you have on?
This is my uniform.
Everyone so near.
I led the French victory at Toulon.
So far, the look of it is fantastic.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
Has the course of my life just changed? Napoleon.
I'm destined for greatness. But those in power will only see me as a sword.
I suggest you take the throne
As a king,
Holding on.
Shall we vote?
He's out of breath there. Man, Joaquin Phoenix, such a great actor. Reminiscent of his role in Gladiator as Commodus.
This vermin has held the world hostage with his egotism and his lack of simple good manners.
You think you're great? You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
Good line.
All of Europe is uniting forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered.
Good. I'm the first to admit when I make a mistake. I simply never do.
It's a good line. Yeah, look, guys, gotta say, that looks pretty good. Great cast. Ridley Scott, phenomenal director. They just went through the laundry list of all the great pictures that he's directed. Alien. When we're thinking about historical dramas, my mind immediately goes to Gladiator, just a phenomenal film, which was another Ridley Scott, Joaquin Phoenix film. Ridley Scott, though, his filmography is surprisingly hit and miss for as good of a director as he is. And I think about some really big flops for me, like his Robin Hood adaptation with Russell Crowe. I thought was a really big misstep. But this looks really well shot, well directed. Joaquin Phoenix, one of the greatest living actors working today. Also like Vanessa Kirby. She seems to be doing a great job here as Josephine in the trailer. I don't know how historically accurate it's going to be. I'm not a big stickler for historical accuracy in film because I understand that life is a lot messier than what you can do in storytelling and cinema, and sometimes you need to truncate things, change things around a little bit to make it a more unique, engaging story. So I don't know where they're going to go with the historical accuracy, or if it's going to really matter that much as long as they end up with a good film. I do wonder how many of the lines I'm hearing are from history, or they're just being written for the script, because some of those lines landed really well. I thought they were poignant. Looks really, really good. Like a raw, rough historical epic. Napoleon is a fascinating figure. You've got one of the greatest directors alive, one of the greatest actors alive. I will definitely be checking this out. I hope to be able to get to see it in theaters. If not, as soon as it's released on some form of streaming. This is out Thanksgiving, and we'll see what happens. All right, now we're going to check out the second trailer. Starting With the origins, interesting choice. So far, really going for the warm, fuzzy heart feeling. It's not necessarily the main appeal of Garfield for most people.
Hi there, little buddy. You hungry, little guy? You want a little more?
Okay, alright. Yeah.
And that's how I adopted John.
Okay, now have you ever been with a plate? Don't need a spatula.
No, please, no. Ow, it's so hot. Ow, it's really hurting. Ow, ow, ow.
You deserve to be seen with somebody as fly.
Say when.
Never, John. Bury me in cheese. I apologize in advance.
You can tell
The
it's
eating
Chris
you're
Pratt.
about to see will not be pretty. And if you have
I'll
young
talk more
children,
about that in a minute.
this would be a good time for them to leave the room.
You ain't never seen nobody this fly.
Hey, Junior, this is Vic, my father.
You ever jumped a train?
I think we've ever seen
I've
Garfield's
never
father.
jumped.
Here's that stop.
Really? Where?
Ooh, Odie, you think he'd see that coming?
Let's get it. I deserve to be with somebody as fly as me.
Wait for it.
Somebody this fly.
Alright, so I got a lot to say about that trailer, which may be surprising considering my age, but I grew up on Garfield, the comic strips, and Garfield and Friends animated series. I think it's just one of the most hilarious animated kid shows ever. Garfield has played a large role in my life growing up when I was a kid. My kids love Garfield. We watch the Garfield and Friends series. We read the comic strips. We have a daily Garfield calendar we make sure we get for Christmas every year. I was optimistic about this film, even the casting of Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt. I know a lot of people think, well, he's overexposed or whatever. I enjoy a lot of the movies that he makes. I really enjoyed his take on Mario. I thought the Brooklyn accent was spot on, and it made more sense to me that Mario would have that accent than, since he's supposed to be from Brooklyn, than a straight up Italian accent. So I liked his voice work on there. He was announced to be voicing Garfield. A lot of people were mad about that, just like they were mad about him voicing Mario. I was going to reserve judgment till I saw the trailer. I figured he would kind of do something a little bit different, just like he did with Mario. He really didn't. He really just kind of sounded like Chris Pratt to me. And I saw somebody in comment section on an Garfield article a few days ago that said Nick Offerman, who would have been another Parks and Rec alum, would have been a better pick for Garfield. After watching the trailer, offhand, I'd say that's right. As far as what the movie looks like, they're kind of dancing around and getting a little bit of the humor that made the comics and the series and the specials funny and engaging. But at the same time, it feels like they're maybe missing the mark a little bit. I don't know. And some of you out there, you may be big Garfield fans, and you may watch this and say, oh no, it's perfect. I don't know. For me, I wasn't really feeling this first trailer. It didn't really show me anything to be excited about. And I saw at the end there that they're doing this promotional campaign where you can send videos of cats, and is your cat like Garfield or something? Seems kind of gimmicky. And a lot of times when you've got a studio doing that, particularly a studio as big as Sony, doing something kind of gimmicky to generate buzz, it's a little bit of a red flag for me. Like, they may not be confident that this is going to be a hit. I don't know. Let's see how many likes this thing has. Not that you can always trust the number of likes on a YouTube video. 102,000 likes. Top comment says, Garfield really nailed that Chris Pratt impression. It's pretty funny comment. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll reserve judgment. I'm sure there'll be another trailer coming out. I'll check that out. The animation, I don't hate it. It's different. It's definitely updated from the Garfield animation and drawings that I've always known, although Garfield has changed significantly over the years from his first appearance in 78. But I think about the Peanuts movie. I thought the Peanuts movie was the perfect lift from the comics and the specials and the series to modern CG in terms of the animation, also in terms of story and spirit. And I'm not really getting that from this trailer, but we'll see if it looks like it's going to be good, if it's got decent reviews coming out when it comes out. I'll probably take my kids to see it, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit for this one. So what'd you think of the comments? You a big Garfield fan? Did this really hit it for you? Or did you see this and were like, oh, this is not my Garfield? Let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon.
Can't have no words like that. Words like that.